Okay, so I thought I'd start a little bit early, so I'm going to wait for you all to start creeping on in, unless you're on your $100 round trip flights to Hawaii or just hiding in your house under a rock and waiting until April when all this COVID-19 stuff blows over. But anyway, welcome back to the Miniac. Welcome back to a live stream. I have moved my live streams to Sunday nights, and that is largely because I have a big project. It's more of a continued contract project thing I'm doing I'm doing photography basically. That's my job. That's what I'm doing. So I'm making a lot of money. I'm going to be making a lot of money hopefully doing that. So I'll be doing that on top of doing the Miniac. So you'll still get to see me. You'll still get to see some really cool videos, but I'm just not going to be doing Wednesday nights because I get home late and I am exhausted when I get done. So anywho, I realized that when I recapped some videos with you all, I left out the 2021 model year video, which I thought I would share with you all again finally. So basically, as it is, the 2021 model year for the Mini is going to be, it's already in production. So if your dealership hasn't already ordered the cars, you can go to the dealership and order them. But I can tell you that we're getting back the manual gearbox. We're getting, on some models, of course, we're getting the digital speedometer, the digital gauge cluster, and we're getting touch screens now in all of the new Mini models. So that's pretty cool. We also have the Sidewalk Edition, the 2021 Mini Cooper S convertible. That'll be available. Really pretty color. I've also seen the roof with the silver stitching in it, and it is phenomenal. So in the left, really cool car, and my local dealership is getting one. And they special ordered it. They didn't quite do the full sidewalk treatment, but they did order it with British spoke wheels, which will look pretty sharp, actually. I think it's going to be a good-looking vehicle. So anyway, what else did I do? You all finally got to see the Mini Paceman video, which I know a lot of you really want to see. I was so happy I was finally able to bring that video to you all, and I'm glad the majority of you actually enjoyed it. I tried to follow that up with a R60 Mini Countryman video, which apparently kind of fell flat a little bit, but it happens. It wasn't a terrible video. It just was, you all have been waiting for the Paceman, and once you've seen one Countryman, you've seen them all. So the other video that I had recently was the Clubman versus 4-door hardtop, or 5-door hardtop, or 5-door hatch, or 4-door hatch, depending on what market you're in and what they refer to the car as. So that video was kind of fun to do. That was an interesting side-by-side comparison. Someone actually made the comment that I was incorrect in the specs on the vehicles and that the Countryman is actually smaller and had issues in the past, so they're not quite working as well as they should. But I think they finally fixed at least the curb weight so that we're not looking at a 3,600-pound Mini hardtop, which was very confusing to see. And when I saw that, I was like, that doesn't seem right. And then someone making a comment about, oh, the hardtop is too big now. It's gotten too heavy. And I'm like, it's not gotten too heavy. They got the specs wrong. It happens. But it would be 3,600 pounds, assuming you had 4 250-pound individuals in each seat of the hardtop. Then it would be 3,600 pounds, but the Mini hardtop is 2,600 pounds. So what other videos do I have coming up? I have a video coming up I put together with some B-roll clips that'll be, I want to say Monday. That is with the Red Mutter concept. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, that was a specially designed R56 Mini Cooper S hardtop that was taken apart basically and put back together with a lift kit on it, bigger wheels and tires, kind of rugged, kind of off-roady looking. And I put together the clips from the construction of that and from the designers who were talking about it. So that might be an interesting video for you all. There's that on Monday. On Friday, it's a toss-up. Friday, it may be the video where it's a B-roll clip put together showcasing the two Mini Clubman concepts, the R56 or the R55 Mini Clubman concept, and of course the F54 Mini Clubman concept. So those two cars, those are pretty cool cars actually. So that'll be a fun video as well. That's one option. The other option is a R53 video I've been working on that I know some of you all would love to see. So I might be trying to get that put together if I have the time and get that out there to you all as well. I'm still working on some more videos, and I'm planning to do finally do a more thorough review video of my R55 John Cooper Works Clubman now that I finally got it back from the body shop. Now, the story behind that is that the car got rear-ended about less than a day after I got it back from the dealership after I hit a pothole and damaged the suspension. So the rear fascia on that car apparently was no longer manufactured, so they had to do some clever repairs to fix that. Then they had to order some trim pieces from Germany, which took forever to get here. And I wonder why. Anyway, they finally fixed the car, so I finally have my Clubman back, and I can finally share it with you all. So there's some other stuff coming up, and we'll get to that as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to go over to the live chat, and we have Sonic Liberation in here, who just ordered some stuff from the Miniac's Teespring store, so thank you for that. And he said, don't you think the 6.5-inch screen is too small to be a touch screen? I may have to opt for the 8.8 when I get my green Cooper SE, but I want it in the base car if I can. If you don't know this already, the Clubman and the Countryman already have a 6.5-inch touchscreen. In fact, they've had it for a couple of years now, and I haven't noticed any issue with that. The difference between the touch 6.5-inch screen is going to be in the SE, and the 6.5-inch screen is going to be in the rest of the minis, unless they have the 8.8-inch touchscreen navigation, is that the 6.5-inch in the SE is going to have navigation. But otherwise, they've always had, the Countryman and Clubman at least, have always had a 6.5-inch touchscreen at least. So I don't think it's necessarily a small thing, because if you actually look at the two screens, basically 6.5-inch, 8.8-inch. Basically, it's like half inch added to each side of the 6.5-inch screen to make it an 8.8-inch screen. So you really don't notice anything unusual or anything different there, and it doesn't come off as being very small. Now, the 8.8-inch screen has this ability to where it can do this whole split screen thing, which some people actually like it, some people kind of hate it. But it can do that as well, so it essentially takes and shrinks it down, so you kind of end up with running a 6.5-inch screen within the 8.8-inch screen. But no, I don't think the 6.5-inch screen is too small. If you take into consideration that your average iPhone has a 6.5-inch screen on average, and this is also my new iPhone, so it has the 11 Pro has the camera, so I can do some interesting photos with my phone now. But that's for something else entirely. But yeah, so I don't think the 6.5-inch screen is really that small. I think it's actually good for what it's going to be needed for with the Mini Cooper. As far as the electric minis, I have been informed that the demo will be coming to the dealership at some point, the demo that they're sending around to all the dealerships. So at some point I'll get a chance to do that. But I also heard that a customer ordered one from my local dealership, so there's a chance I may actually get to drive that one if I ask nicely. So we'll see what happens with that. I might also get to drive a John Cooper Works GP3 if the customer lets me. And the customer is one of my subscribers on here. So Dean, if you're watching, could I please drive your car for at least a couple of miles just to kind of show it off in a video? I'll send you a Miniac. I'll tell you what. I will send you a Miniac T-shirt. I will order one. We'll put it in the car, and you'll have it in the car when it arrives at your place in California. Just send me your size in an email. So I'll send that to you. But anyway, Dale Taylor split screen, perfect with your music and GPS on the screen at the same time. Sonic Liberation. I can't even configure an SE yet on the Mini USA website. Yeah, they don't have the configurator up yet on the SE on the Mini USA website for the SE, but strangely enough, I did help the sales manager recently relabel all the colors on the color board or the color wall that are going to be available for the SE. So you can now pull down the two-door, four-door hardtop list, and you can pop the color tiles out and flip them over, and it will show if it's for a Cooper SE or just the regular Cooper S. So as it is, the colors I believe were Midnight Black, White Silver, Chili Red, Enigmatic Black, British Racing Green. I don't think Pepper White was in that list. It might have been. The Chesterfield Malt Brown, Chesterfield Satellite Gray, and one of the Black pearl cloth leatherette interiors was in that list, along with the carbon black leatherette. So those are some of the things that are going to be available. I'm not sure the rest of the colors off the top of my head at the moment, but we're getting very close. And I've heard people still complaining about the Electric Mini, thinking that the range might be a problem for them, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's still going to be a good vehicle. Sonic Liberation, any new wheel options? I wish I could get 15s. I don't think you can get 15s for the Electric Mini for mileage reasons. I think it's 16s and then 17s are the only two wheel choices. Then maybe, I don't know if that really weird looking plug wheel is an 18 or a 17. I think it's a 17, but they're designed with the idea of reduced rolling resistance so that you can increase your fuel economy. So I don't think a 15 would go on those cars. That being said, the 15-inch wheel on highway speeds on a Mini feels like it wallows around. It doesn't feel like it is as planted as the 16s and 17s are on those cars. So I would probably avoid a 15-inch if I could help it on a Mini, and I would probably go for the 16s and 17s. And if you don't really want a 17 or 18-inch wheel, I'd go for the 16s then. So that's just really it for those cars. I don't know if there's any other real changes going on there. We were supposed to see a reveal of the 2021 Mini Countryman at the Geneva Motor Show. Unfortunately, as many of you all are aware, the Geneva Motor Show was canceled because Switzerland has right now with the COVID-19, they have a policy that limits large gatherings to less than 1,000 people. So unfortunately, they had to cancel the motor show. So I don't know when we're going to get to see the 2021 Mini Countryman, but we should be seeing it come to the showrooms later this year. Tasca, would you consider doing a video on the Mini apps and what benefits they offer? The Mini apps, could you be more specific? You talk about the Mini connected apps or just what stuff is available in the Apple CarPlay? I could do either one, and I'm working on doing a Mini Apple CarPlay video still at some point. I have two videos. They're very short videos scheduled at some point. One is on pairing your iPhone to your Mini, and the other one is locating the owner's manual in your Mini. And I know it sounds really silly to locate the owner's manual in your Mini, but there's two ways of doing it. And one of them is a paper book. The other one is another way entirely. Mini connected. Okay. I can probably do a run through of that at some point when I get a chance to get in one of the cars. And what I'm planning to do is I was going to do just a specific like Apple CarPlay video, but I think it might be more interesting if I did an Apple CarPlay video mixed in with a regular Mini connected video showing you how each different infotainment system works in each car, but do it as a whole video for you all. So that might be something I'm probably going to do. I like that idea. And I think I'm going to probably make an attempt to do that. So I'm just going to write this down. Tony Krolak, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, and I'm sorry if I didn't. Heard the rumor that all 21 Minis with nav will have the new digital speedometer. Any word on that? All of them are going to have the new digital speedometer, not just the ones with nav. I had confirmation from that from the sales manager and the local Mini dealership that all of them are going to have the digital speedometer now. But it's still going to have an analog tach. So, let's see, Mini connected video. They should be getting the 2021 models at some point into the dealership. So, in the next month or so. So, as soon as I get a chance to actually get into the car and take a look at it, I'll be able to tell you more about what's going on and what's been changed and all that other good stuff, if anything has been changed. But if any information I've given you turns out to be incorrect, I will do a video where I will talk about why, that was actually not the case. So I'm hoping that I'm right and that a lot of the information I got is correct. But you never know. Sometimes Mini has a tendency to change things. Anywho, another thing I wanted to discuss is a lot of you have heard the new route, the route for Mini. Hold on. Got the name right. Thanks. Just ordered a 20 Clubman JCW. I love the 20 Clubman JCW. That thing is a monster of a car. 301 horsepower, 306 in the UK, 331 foot-pounds of torque. The 8-speed automatic in that car makes perfect sense to me, but that thing is a little rocket. It goes down the road so fast. It's so much fun. I've driven 2, I think, so far, and they're incredibly fun cars. But anywho, changing the subject, I wanted to talk about Mini Takes States. Now, you all saw the route. They are going from Spartanburg, or from Burlington, Vermont to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and I know a lot of people have said that they are not going to attend. And unfortunately, I am probably one of those people. I will probably not be able to make it this year because money is a little tight, and that is a very long drive from Kansas to even to South Carolina. Now, I don't know for sure at the moment. There's a chance I may try to go ahead and go to South Carolina so I could at least be there for the last part of the event, but I'll have to see how things pan out in the next couple of months. But at this point in time, I can definitely say I'm not going to be driving to Burlington. So unfortunately, that's the way things are right now. So if push comes to shove, I may have to wait until Mini Takes States 2022. But I am planning on potentially doing the Route 66 mini event next year, along with Minis in the Mountains, which is out in Colorado next year. So I'm planning to at least do those 2 events. Sonic Liberation wants to know, how does it sound? The funny thing about the JCW JCW Clubman, JCW Countryman's is that upon startup with them, when you were at the before they even been PDI'd, gone through their everything, they just came off the truck. They start up and they immediately burble. They sound so good. They really do sound really good. D-Task is Zach, saw a video of a 2020 Mini Cooper S with 7-speed dual clutch, no paddle shifters. Is that correct? No, unless it's a Cooper. The in the U.S. market, the Coopers have the 7-speed DCT with no paddle shifters. The Cooper S in the U.S. market has paddle shifters. That being said, some markets in the world, the paddle shifters may not be standard equipment on the car. But in the U.S. market, with a 7-speed DCT, the paddle shifters are standard equipment. Dale Taylor, they are missing out. Blue Ridge Parkway is gorgeous. Dale, I'm sure the Blue Ridge Parkway is gorgeous. I've been up to the Northeast. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. But at the same time, for me, it comes down to money. And with everything I've been dealing with my car, I don't necessarily have the money at the moment. And Canadian market, okay, the Canadian market, things are much different than the U.S. market. You have the Canadian market. Some of you might not know this. The Canadian market is more aligned with the European UK market than the US market. The US market is, what's a good word to describe it? Weird. So yes. But anyway, back to what Dale was saying. Yeah, I know that the whole event would be fantastic for Mini Takes States, but I just don't think I could do it right now. But if things change in the next couple of months, we'll see. I might be able to do it, might not. I really just don't know at the moment. At the present time, I am planning to send. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get Mike his T-shirt now. I promised Mike Payton I'd send him a T-shirt, so I have to figure out how to make that happen. Or bring him a T-shirt. But if I can't bring it, I might send one of my subscribers with it, or some other way of making it work. We'll see what happens. Sonic Liberation, is the dealership you work with going to let you take an SE out for a spin when they get one in stock? First of all, I don't actually work for the dealership, but yes, they are going to let me take one out for a spin. I have that confirmed with the sales manager. He will let me drive it. Granted, I will have to fill out paperwork, insurance, all that good stuff, just in case something should go wrong, which is normal when you're taking a car out for a test drive, or if you're taking out a service loaner. But yes, I will get a chance to actually drive the car, to go through all of its paces. I might have him go along with me in case I don't know what I'm doing, because I've never driven an electric Mini before. But should be pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to actually driving it, especially trying out this one pedal feature that was mentioned about it, where you don't even have to use the brakes to slow the car down. So that should be pretty fun. Looking forward to trying it out, and we'll see what happens. Dale, by the way, I need you to get your all-season wheels and tires out of my house, because I have no use for them since I sold the part in the expression race car. But and I need to get my studio reorganized. But anyway, I don't know if there's anything else really to cover right now with Mini. It's been kind of a slow start of the month for as far as the Mini brand is concerned has been kind of slow. The local Mini Club, I wish I could have actually filmed it. They had a car show at the BMW and Mini dealership, and there were a lot of little classic Mini Coopers there, so it was pretty fun. And of course, the car that stole the show was actually a BMW Isetta. So, D-Taska, looking forward on putting back my summers on my 19 Countryman JCW. Yep, that'll be great. It's starting to warm back up again, but I really don't know what the weather's going to hold in the next couple of weeks because you never know. It could be feeling warm out there, and then suddenly it snows. It's happened. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm looking at some other plans for the JCW, my Clubman JCW, if I keep the car. And at the moment, I'm looking at keeping the car. And one of those things is I might need to upgrade the turbo because I've started to notice a rattle coming from the wastegate in the turbo. And I think it might be time to upgrade it. So if I do upgrade it, you can be sure I'll be getting that part. You'll be sure I'll be getting that part from my sponsor, which is outmotoring.com. And if you're looking for parts or other cool accessories for your Mini, go over to outmotoring.com and use code Miniac5 to save 5% on your order. And for those of you out there who are going on Mini Takes States, you want to get some vinyl for your car, you want to get some grill badges, or you want to get some Mini Takes States grill badges and decals and all that good stuff, go over to motoringstripes.com, use code Miniac, and you will get 5% off on your order there. Also, if you want to take advantage of this, go to teespring.com/store. And I'm going to change that at some point so it's a little easier to get to. And use code Miniac5 and you'll save 5% off on your order there as well. So all the little perks right there. If you want to support the channel, and I know a few of you out there have already done so, and I appreciate your support, go over to my Patreon account, and that's at the top of this live chat, or it's actually in the description of the video. And consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll get some cool stuff there, including grill badges, including a Miniac grill badge, which is kind of cool. Anywho, back over to the chat. Sonic Liberation, I hear one of the 2 available region settings available on the SE is quite aggressive. Regen settings, sorry. With it on one pedal, driving is an option, it seems. D-Task, a mini pickup. A mini pickup truck. Oh, you're talking about a classic. Are you talking about a classic mini pickup truck? There was a mini pup at the car show over the weekend. D-Task, I think you may have hinted at it in a recent video. Oh yeah, that was the Clubman versus 4-door hardtop video. And as I said before in that video, don't tempt them. I don't want them to build a mini pickup truck. They've done it once before. I don't want to see it again. I mean, there was already rumors of a mini sedan, and can you imagine? Can you imagine a Mini Cooper sedan? Oh wait, BMW did that already. It's called the 2 Series Grand Coupe. That thing is horrible. Anyway, so yeah, I don't think Mini should have a pickup truck, and I don't think they should do a sedan. I mean, BMW has already done a Mini Cooper sedan. And if you don't believe me, just go look at the 2 Series Grand Coupe. So it's not. It's kind of a sorry. It's okay. It looks like a BMW, but you can instantly tell it's front wheel drive. There's no hiding the fact that it's front wheel drive. Sonic Liberation. What about a 2-seater Miata fighter? Well, I don't know if they're going to do that one or not, but I think if they did build the Superleggera concept. If they did build the Superleggera concept, I imagine they've talked about the possibility of making it an electric speedster. That was one option. And then the other possibility was that they might release it as a Triumph Roadster because BMW owns the brand Triumph, apparently. So that could be kind of cool as well. We might see that. But I don't know about a mini 2-seater Miata fighter at this point in time. David Barnett, when are the 2021s coming out? They've already ordered them. The dealerships ordered them in February, so April, more than likely, is when we'll start seeing 2021 models at the dealerships, more than likely. So if you want a 2021 model Mini right now and it's not on the lot, go to your dealership and order one. And if your dealership tells you they can't order one, they're lying. So then you need to go over to Baron Mini and contact the sales manager at Baron Mini and order one there, and he will pay to ship the car to you. So he'll pay to ship the car to you, any Mini you want to order from them, and he'll pay it and he'll ship it to you. So that's one way you can get a 2021 Mini if the dealership is telling you that they can't get them, because they can already order manual transmissions. They can already order 2021 models. Some dealerships just want to sell you what's on the lot, whereas there's other dealerships that actually just want to sell you the car that you want. And the ones that want to sell you the car that you want are the ones you want to do business with. So what else we got going on here? We're 25 minutes into this video, 25 minutes, 56 seconds. I got 13 people in here and 6 likes. That's pretty good. David Barnett, you want a JCW. I'm assuming you want a manual transmission one as well, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, my local Mini dealership is actually getting in the next month or so. I think it'll be in April, but it is a 2021 John Cooper Works hardtop, Moonwalk Gray, red roof, no sunroof, Dynamica interior, and what else did they do on that one? There were a few other little things. I think it had Harman Kardon in it as well. And it's a manual transmission, of course, and they're getting that one at the dealership. I think he said it was $36,000 even, give or take, for that one. So that'll be pretty nice. That'll be a pretty nice car, I think. So they're getting one. So if you want to buy it, just contact them and tell him you want it. So they'll make it a priority. They'll hold on to it for you. The new speedometer, the touchscreen, 6.5-inch touchscreen, and of course they're bringing back manual transmissions. I don't know if there's anything else, because I know that Mini is working on a second LCI for the hardtops and the convertibles. So they might be doing some more changes for that car in the next year or so. So we might be seeing some stuff like that. As you know, they delayed the development of the 4th gen Mini, so we probably won't see a test mule of that car for at least another year or more, maybe 2 years. I don't know when it's going to happen really at this rate, but you and I both probably want to see the 4th gen, but at the same time, they're doing some stuff to make the 3rd gen Mini pretty cool, I would say. Some of the new upgrades they've been doing on them are really going to be kind of nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But anyone else have any other questions? Dale Taylor said, I am not sure I am doing the full route. 2018, I did 5,200 miles and it kicked my butt. I'll grab the rims after the taco run. And if you don't know what he meant by the taco run, the local Mini Club here is doing our first inaugural KC Mini taco run. So I'll tell you what, if you live close by, if you live within a couple of states around Kansas City area, and you want to participate at Kansas City Mini Club's inaugural taco run, which is going to be a 4-restaurant taco or drive to try out these street tacos, as one of the people who's helped me work on it does. So it's kind of a cool little get together. But we currently have like 50 cars, maybe 60, 70 people going to this thing already. I'm actually trying to get one of the local news agencies to see if they want to come along with us. So it could be kind of fun. But if you're in the area and you want to come along, just let me know and I'll add you to the list and I'll send you the information. Anyway, David Barnett, Mini takes states, when and where. When? July 18th through July 26th. Where? It starts in Burlington, Vermont, goes to Spartanburg, South Carolina. And if you haven't already been to minitakesthestates.com, and I think it's called minitakesthestates.com, go over there and check it out. All the information is there, including locations, destinations, where we're going to be going, where they're going to be going, what they're going to be doing. At some point, they'll have that stuff there. So all that information is on their website. Daytasca, are the 2021 hardtops losing the handbrake? No, not anytime soon. The electric Mini has a pull-up, push-down button handbrake, because they had to use as much space from the transmission tunnel or exhaust tunnel to fill with batteries to get the range up significantly to make it work. So that's why it's an electronic brake in that car. But no, the rest of the cars still have the standard pull-up handbrake, except for obviously the Countryman and Clubman. So don't worry about that. I don't know when they're going to eventually do away with the handbrake, but I imagine it will be with the 4th generation Mini, but not the 3rd generation Mini. They're still doing the handbrake in those cars, at least at the moment. Now I don't know if they're going to change their minds. I haven't seen a 2021 Mini yet to know for sure, but there's a possibility they could do it, and there's a possibility they could not do it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm thinking more than likely it's just for the electric and the cars that currently already have an electronic handbrake. Anyway, we're 30 minutes in. D-Tasca picked up the mini book you had in one of your videos, and it's excellent. Yes, I had that book. It's basically, I think I bought it. It was it's for how the mini was created, something like that. Production, the plan Oxford. I can't remember off the top of my head anymore because the book's sitting on my bookshelf. But cool book, really, really cool book. Highly recommend buying it if you're a true mini enthusiast like I am. And yeah, you can get it over at Amazon. And unfortunately, I don't have Amazon affiliate links anymore. I lost that ability because I didn't sell enough. So if you're going to do Amazon affiliate marketing, make sure you sell a lot of stuff. And I was only selling things that I actually use, which is not what other people tend to do. That's probably why I didn't make any money. Anyway, we're 31 minutes in, and I thought I'd go ahead and wrap this up. But I have some other videos I'm working on. There's some videos that have already been scheduled for this week that are not quite my normal stuff, but they are interesting videos I wanted to put together showcasing some cool things that Mini has done in the past, so you get a chance to see all that stuff. But there's going to be another video I'm still working on. That's the R53 Buyer's Guide. It's a new R53 Buyer's Guide video with a new R53 featured in it, including some driving videos with it. And then I'm going to be working on a video at some point where I'm actually full interview of my 13 John Cooper Works Clubman. But we're going to go ahead and I get another unstable video connection again as usual. There it goes. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go because it's Sunday night. I'm sure you all want to go and relax, but it's currently 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I wanted to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Videos are uploaded every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. Live streams are now officially on Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Time. And if you're interested still in checking out any of the other playlists for the channel, go over to those playlists. There's tons of them. I have things on Countryman's, hardtops, you name it. Always feel free to chime in or comment on the videos and ask questions. I'm always going to try to answer the questions as quickly as possible and as often as I can. But I wanted to thank you all for watching. And before I let you all go, I am going to, as always, remind you that life is too short to drive a boring car. So drive, it's not a Fiat. Oh yeah, drive a Mini. I'll see you all next time.